Alright, so we're just gonna wait for a few people to join. And yeah, gotta get comfy cause we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So I'm just waiting for people to join. Apologize about the light. Sorry about that. Alright, good. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so we already have our first viewer. What's up, Mike Wells? And what's up, Beware? I think that's how you pronounce your name, right? Come to Florida. Oh, what's up, Sonic? Oh, yes. Oh, what's up, Sonic? Hello? Hello to everyone. Well, that's actually what I'm gonna be talking about. I'm gonna miss. Wow, we already have 9 viewers. Alright, that's perfect. Alright, so what's up, everyone? It's Neil, and I'm back with another live stream. What's up, everyone coming in from Discord? What's up? So, we have got a bunch of things to talk about today. A lot of things have happened today, but there's one thing which I want to talk about, which is more serious, which is like more serious about anything else right now. So, damn, we already have 14 viewers. They released a Broken Bros redesign. Yeah, I saw, but I'm not gonna talk about it now because there's something way more important which I have to talk about right now, and I'm pretty sure some of you have heard the news. But in case if you haven't heard the news, well, unfortunately, as you probably might have saw in the chat, as you might have seen in the chat, unfortunately, we have lost a very good friend. It's heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking just talking about it, honestly. But we have, in fact, lost a very good friend of ours. His name is Kayvon Wooden, and unfortunately, this morning on December 1st, he got killed. He got killed by subway. He got killed by the J train. Like, he got killed for subway surfing the J train. He fell onto the electric track, the third rail, basically, and things ended for him. He took the wrong turn, unfortunately. Yeah. May Kayvon rest in peace. I send all my condolences to his family and all that. Yeah. And Kayvon, and by the way, Kayvon, he didn't really mean to subway surf and all that stuff. But in the past, he was peer pressured to doing illegal things like conquesting, trespassing, and subway surfing. Yeah, I'm telling you, Kayvon. Yeah, I'm telling you, Kayvon shouldn't have went in that direction because there were a lot of people. There were a couple of people that were peer pressuring him, and now they put his life in jeopardy, and it's all over for him. Kayvon, bro. And can't you believe this? The dude was only 15. The man only lived a short life. He was only 15. And this is why, yeah, subway surfing is dangerous. And I brought it up one time at the MTA board meeting. Oh yeah, that's good. You did because nowadays the whole situation with the subway surfing has gotten even more worse. Like, I haven't seen this many subway surfing incidents. I haven't seen this many subway surfing incidents happen in like forever. Yeah, it's like people nowadays want to play subway surfers in real life. Like, no. Subway surfers belongs on your iPhone, your Samsung, your OnePlus, your Google Pixel, whatever phone you have, whatever iPad you have, whatever tablet you have. It belongs there. It belongs in a virtual reality, not in real life. You get what I mean? Yeah. Subway surfing is not a joke. And I'm telling you, the MTA really needs to put a stop to this because subway surfing is not cool. Like, we literally We literally lost a friend because of subway surfing. And and we don't want that, and we don't want that happening to you. Like, we don't want we don't want you to we don't want your life to be ended all because of you subway surfing. Like, no. The MTA really has to do something about this, because this has been too much. They've been taking away the lives of young innocent people. Mostly people from their teens up to up to like their mid to late 20s. They've been doing subway surfing a lot. And even kids that are like 12. Well, I haven't really heard of any stories of kids like 12 or under subway surfing. Yeah, Kayvon was pressured a lot. I wouldn't subway surf even if you paid me $100 million. Yeah, same. I would never accept an offer like that. Like say someone says, I will give you $1,000 if you subway surf. Hell no. Like, hell no. Don't do any of those bets, because they want to put your life in jeopardy. Like, please. As we all know. But yeah, as I've been saying for like the 1000th time, yeah, if I was pressured, I would not do it. Yeah, no, I would not do it either. And as I've said for like I don't even know how many times I said it, but the MTA really has to do something. Apologize about the terrible lighting right here, but I'm telling you. Oh, shoot. We'll have to deal with this for now. But I'm telling you, the MTA, they really have to do something about the subway surfing. And what's up to all the new viewers that are just joining in, by the way? People need to be more educated on subway surfing. Yeah, like, I think schools should have assemblies on stuff like this, because this is getting way out of hand, especially with young people from our generation, because things in our generation, they've gotten way worse. And I bet most of this has to do I bet most of the subway surfing has to do with people on TikTok. And by the way, as many of you know, I'm not on TikTok because if I were on TikTok, I would probably be doing these stupid challenges or something. And I don't even like TikTok, if I gotta be honest with you. We're the only trans. Well, it's not their parents. Like, I mean, not every parent has control of what their kid sees, you know, or what they do, you know. But I'm telling you, schools across New York City, they really need to have assemblies on this stuff. Like, I know the police has had assemblies at New York City schools before. But the thing is, they should also discuss about subway surfing and safety while riding the subway, or just public transportation in general. And the whole purpose, and as we all know, the whole purpose of public transportation is for people to get from point A to point B in a safety manner. This public transportation wasn't designed for people to just conquest, subway surf, and do all those illegal things. That's not what public transportation means. Public transportation is meant for people. Like, if we didn't have any public transportation at all, none of this would have happened. I mean, people use public transportation every day in their lives. Even me. No, what am I saying? I don't use public transportation every day, more like every week. I agree, we need to have the MTA and MTA police go to schools. Mystic Transit went on a lot of detail on this. Oh, well, that's good that he's covering all that. But yeah, I used the transit a lot when I was younger. Yeah, I actually remember. I remember when I was younger, I used to go to a preschool in Jamaica, Queens, And I would remember taking the subway to get to preschool, because I lived by the subway back then, and all I just needed was like a 1 seat subway ride to get to my school. And I believe there was just one time where I actually took the Q60 to get to preschool one time. But I don't really remember too much of it, but I think I actually did take the Q60 once to get to preschool. I have definitely ridden the Q60 a lot as a kid. But yeah, I just miss those days, you know? Well, I wanna move topics, so once again, someone got knocked out for riding on top of a 7 train. Oh shoot, that's not bad. Oh shoot, that's bad. I meant, excuse what I said earlier. Yeah, I'm not interested in seeing that video. Jamaica Queens is now guarded by Andy Quito because he thinks he owns it. He went there to stalk Pine Power. That man Andy Quito can't do shit, bro. Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, Andy Quito can't do shit about it because he claims that he owns Jamaica Queens when he doesn't. And literally, if I ever saw Andy Quito, I would literally knock his ass out. I'm dead ass. I would literally knock his ass out. I would literally knock the living hell out of Andy Quito if I ever saw him. And I'm dead ass. Hey Neil, long time no see. Oh. Welcome back to my channel, I guess. Yeah, I'm not that good with names sometimes, so I do apologize. I haven't warned a real fan to not subway surf. Remember I ran to you at Bethpage. Wait, were you that one kid I ran into at Bethpage Station when I was walking home that day? Cause I remember when I went out to catch 2093 on the N25. I met this one transit fan. When I was walking home after I got off the Long Island Railroad. Oh, I think that was you. How you been? What's up, everyone? How you been? For all those that are just joining in and all that. I'm usually always in the house. Oh, that's good. Well, other than Subway. Yep, Nicholas. Yep, I remember now. Nicholas. How you been? Well, besides all the subway surfing and especially what happened to my boy Kayvon, and by the way, rest in peace to Kayvon once again. And once again, I send my condolences to him and his family after what happened this morning. May he rest in peace. We love him, and we will always have thoughts of him. I prefer light rail, but unfortunately, New York City can't have light rails. Unfortunately, because of our streets. I would definitely prefer light rail, but unfortunately, due to the roads that we have in New York City, no chance. But yeah, besides the subway surfing and all that, I now want to discuss with you guys about the Brooklyn bus redesign. And I want to share my thoughts about the Brooklyn bus redesign. And as many of you guys know, for those of you, we got a link this month. Yeah, Alex, we definitely got to link up this month. Hopefully one day. But I don't know when yet, but we got to link up again. Because it's been since June. It's been since June since we last linked up. We last linked up over in Freeport. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad for Alex that day because let's just say I took him on a ride, a nice mini, and his mother called him when we were on the bus, and I was like, oh shit, what have I done to this man? But it's okay. Let's see. As you can see, I'm on the Q4. Oh, you're on the Q4. Oh yeah, I still have yet to ride the Q4. I'll do that when I do my trips to specifically fan the Coneheads. Which I'm really interested in the Coneheads now. Not gonna lie, who knows when the Queens Bus Network will release this redesign? Well, my lunch was ruined today from you know what happened. Oh, what? Oh, what you heard? Oh yeah, I see. But you're on your way home. Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm actually about to get my school laptop. I don't have an actual laptop as of now, but I do hope to get one soon. And on what I'm gonna do on my school laptop is not homework, obviously, because I already got my homework covered. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the Brooklyn Bus redesign. I want to share my thoughts on it, and I also want you guys to share your thoughts too on what you guys think, because I have a bunch of thoughts. I've looked over the Brooklyn Bus redesign when I was in school, and I gotta say, most of the routes most of the routes are pretty good. Yes, I do have a desktop, but I can't use it right now. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I can't use it because it's not in the same room as. Yeah, I'm actually gonna discuss about the B103. I'll discuss I'll discuss about that in a few seconds. Oh my God, Rohan, will you not with 8801? I hate that unit. By the way, 88. I hope 8801 goes to Eastchester scrap. Now, matter of fact, Rohan, I'm gonna send 2040 to your house later today. How about that? I'm back. Alright. How do you get this laptop out of here? Alright, perfect. Oh boy. Alright. It's time to, what's your favorite borough in New York? Well, for me, it's definitely Queens. For sure. Because I was born in Queens. I was raised in Queens for 10 years. Brooklyn is the best without a doubt. Although in my opinion, Queens is one of the best boroughs in Queens is one of the best boroughs in New York City because Queens has a very low crime rate. Yeah, I'm gonna actually review the draft plan with you guys. It's basically the same as the. Okay, what the hell? You gotta go, peace. Alright. Don't disrespect my boy Kayvon like that. How would you feel if you were? How would you feel? Like, that's just stupid in my opinion. But yeah, I'm gonna look over the Queens bus redesign. Oh, don't worry about the who said L Kayvon. I already got that. I already got that out the way. So yeah. My God. How am I supposed to put this phone here? But make sure you guys can see. All right. People who disrespect for anyone that should be ashamed of themselves. Oh yeah, big time. Cause I mean, like, how would you feel? Cause like, let's say you know someone personally that deceased unexpectedly, and you know. Alright, I'm just opening up Discord here because that's where I have the link saved for the Brooklyn Bus redesign draft plan. And if you guys want to take a look at the draft plan for the Brooklyn Bus redesign, I'm gonna actually release it on my community post. Yeah, the B103. I really don't like what they did with the B103 in the redesign. They basically, well, I'll show you guys one. Yeah, basically the whole B103 route has been cut in half. And that's just stupid in my opinion. And another thing I don't like is that they split the B60. And they made the other half of the B60 become the B66. Like, is there a purpose for that or something? Oh, someone mentioned. Oh damn, may her grandmother rest in peace though. Damn. How do you find this link? Whoa, they updated the emojis on this thing? Alright. Yeah, yeah, I find that to be completely dumb as well. The B-15 no longer goes to a JFK airport, which is completely dumb in my opinion. Now that's being replaced by a new route called the B-55, which is stupid in my opinion. Just waiting for this thing to load up. But yeah, and I'll also discuss about. Whoa, did Discord change the font? My brother in Christ, you like MTA next year? Well, actually, as part of the Brooklyn Bus redesign, if I remember correctly, I did see that they were gonna make the B-35 a SBS. So I'm gonna get to that. Let's see. And I really do want to talk to you guys about the express bus network for Brooklyn, which is also on the draft plan, because there's something that really surprised me on there. All right. All right. No, I'm not looking at the B. Oh shoot! I just had it. Come on. Yeah, unfortunately, the B-35 will not be getting an SBS, which is stupid in my opinion. The B-35 should definitely be SBS. But however, but however, the second, but however, the second busiest route in Brooklyn being the B-41, that's becoming SBS, which is really good. And as for the most busiest route in all of Brooklyn and pretty much in all of New York City, the B6. The B6 the B6 the B6 is not getting SBS unfortunately. But there's gonna be a new route called the B5 Limited that's gonna basically cover the entire B6. So basically the B6 now has two limited routes, the B6 Limited and the B5 Limited route. I don't get why. And got some Mountain Dew there. It's always good to drink. Well, I'm afraid I'm not the right person to answer that, unfortunately. Maybe, well, ask the MTA that. Yeah, Mountain Dew be busting though. No cap. Alright. Alright. Alright, so there's one thing that the MTA did on the redesign, which I don't like. And it has to do with the B82. Now, the B82 is one of my favorite bus routes from East New York Depot. And what they did is the B82 local will no longer go to Coney Island, which is completely dumb in my opinion. I know the B82 SBS does not go to Coney Island. I know it terminates right outside of Ulmer Park Depot. So I guess this could mean that the B82 could possibly be based out of Ulmer Park Depot. It could be, but I'm just saying. That's just my prediction right there, alright? Fourth busiest Brooklyn route. I don't really know. Probably I would say the B44. I don't know. You gotta guess my childhood bus routes. Alright, I know I've seen you in real life. I would presume your childhood routes would be like the Q4, Q5, Q84, Q85, N4, N4X. Would the Q9, Q89, Q9A be one? Yeah, yeah, I noticed. I noticed that too. I noticed that the B68 will now go to Manhattan Beach, which I don't get, in my opinion. I don't understand why they're extending the. I don't get why they're extending the B8. No, sorry, the B68 to Manhattan Beach. I don't get that. And then we have Well, I mean, the B68 is based out of Jackie Gleason already, unless you're referring that to a different route, because the B68 is already Jackie Gleason. Oh, you're referring to the B55. Well, the B55. I mean, by the looks of it, I could see. By the looks of the route, I could possibly see the B55 going to either East New York, Flatbush, or Jackie Gleason. It's possible. The B49 is going to Coney Island. Yeah, I saw the B49 will now go to Coney Island. It's like as part of the redesign, the MTA is cutting routes that go to Coney Island. Like it's like the MTA thinks. It's like the MTA thinks that Coney Island has redundant bus service, which they don't. Is the B39 a busy route? Well, the B39 is not really a busy route. It doesn't carry that much people, but I'm surprised that they didn't eliminate that route as part of the Brooklyn redesign. Because that route did actually get cut back in 2010 due to budget cuts, but was restored later on. They haven't brought back the cut bus routes. Yeah, no, I don't see any mentions of routes like the B23, the B71, B75, and B77. Coney Island is gonna be a huge transit hub in Brooklyn. Wait, really? Because I haven't seen the new map, the new Brooklyn bus map on the draft plan. All right, because I gotta scroll to that. If this thing wants to cooperate with me, that is. No, I'm not looking at crosstown routes right now. Don't care about that right now. Proposed route with frequency. No, I'm not looking at that right now. Alright. You said it's... Well, I mean, Coney Island is not really that huge. Is not really that huge of a transit hub. Because not that many routes go to Coney Island. What would be considered a major transit hub in Brooklyn would definitely be downtown Brooklyn. Yeah, basically anywhere on the northwest part of Brooklyn would be considered like a transit hub. Yeah, I haven't been to Coney Island since when I was like a baby. I actually don't remember. But I gotta go back to Coney Island one day. And definitely fan Armor Park's newest fleet of 2022 XD40s. Yeah, I saw the B81 is created. Actually, let me just go to that right now. If this thing wants to cooperate with me, that is. What's funny is I got this new from my school and it's slow as hell. I don't understand why. You feel like the B81 will be useless? Well, let me see. Even though I'm not a Brooklyn person, but let's see. Now a route that did catch my attention was the B76. And the B76 does not look that bad of a route in my opinion, because it basically goes from Canarsie to Broadway Junction via Rockaway Avenue. It's basically like the B42 if it was extended. In my opinion, a route like this does not look that bad. Like it's like replacing the old portion of the B17 where it went to Rockaway Parkway Station for the L train, and where it went to East 80th Street. Because there are some B17 trips that go via Rockaway Parkway to get to East 80th Street. Instead of that one street. Oh man, it doesn't say the street name on here. Yeah, I'm telling you, my knowledge of Brooklyn is not that good. Especially the fact that I'm not a Brooklyn person and I never really lived in Brooklyn in my life. East 80th Street is part of your childhood. Depending on how long you lived there, I would probably assume that you enjoyed seeing the old Johns and RTSs in that area. Yeah, and I heard that Canarsie is not that bad of an area. That's what I've been hearing, and that's where famous rapper Pop Smoke's from. Well, in my opinion, the B-42 should stay because I heard that the L because I heard that the L line went to like where the B-42 makes its last stop for its southern terminus, south of the Belt Parkway. You used to go to Canarsie every week. Is it nice in Canarsie? Because I don't usually because I never go to Canarsie a lot. I would really love to go there to fan. I definitely do plan to go on a trip to fan there one day. Oh, your mother used to go to Canarsie a lot. Yeah. I definitely really do want to ride the B-17 one day, along with the B-42 and all those good East New York routes. And especially one day, I hope to ride, I hope one day I get to ride the B-82, which as many people know, which happens to be East New York's longest longest bus route. I think it's longer than the B-15 and the B-82. And for those of you that don't know, the B-82 is the only bus route from East New York that goes to South Brooklyn, because it goes to Coney Island and it goes to Ulmer Park Depot. You never really rode the bus in Brooklyn. Well, I have ridden 3 Brooklyn bus routes before, those being the B-24, B-25, and B-43. And as for the B-24, I've ridden the B-24 before. A lot of seniors ride that route, apparently, from my experience. And my question is, should the B-24 should be split, because it's just pointless. It looks confusing and pointless in my opinion. Last time you saw MTA's RTS was on Christmas Eve of 2018. Well, oh, I see. The MTA fully retired their RTSs by May of 2019, all thanks to Brownsville. You can thank Brownsville for asking the MTA to retire our RTSs that early. Feel like oh, that's nice. Yeah, and what I don't like about the B-82 on what they did in the redesign is that they cut back the B-82, as the B-82 will now terminate near Ulmer Park Depot and will no longer go to Coney Island, which is completely dumb in my opinion. Oh, and I see that the B-82 will now go via Avenue K. That's interesting. And as for the B-82 SBS, the B-82 SBS is just going to remain the same. Yeah, the B-82 SBS is just going to remain the same. You've never ridden an RTS? Oh, wow. I have a feeling that I have ridden an East New York route before. I can't remember if it was either one of the Brooklyn routes East New York operates, or if it was the Q56. Or if it was the B-15, because I can't really remember. But I definitely do remember riding an RTS from a depot like that. I really don't like what the MTA did with the B-103. And that is, by literally eliminating half the route, they're literally cutting half the B-103. Like, that is so dumb. And, I miss riding the RTSs too, especially on routes like the Q53, Q60, Q27, Q30. Oh my god. Telling you, bro. Alright, I'm so glad that the MTA is making the Q54 a limited route, because I've ridden the Q54 before, and I hate the Q54 because of how slow it is, especially on Metropolitan Avenue, the main road it uses. You heard about the reason. What are your thoughts on the Manhattan and Bronx buses? Well, depending on the route, well, that mostly depends on the route, if I gotta be honest with you. The B68 has potential for it to become an SBS route if it was to be more busier. I'd presume the B68 is a low frequency route, running an average of every 12 to 15 minutes. I would presume. No, there's no Manhattan bus redesign coming out anytime soon as of now. But I'm really liking the idea. Oh my god, will you? Oh my god, will you not with those old gens, bro? And I definitely do like what the MTA is doing with the Q55. The Q55 will now be extended to Jamaica, which is going to be really useful, especially for the people on Myrtle Avenue, because the people on Myrtle Avenue can easily get to Jamaica instead of having to get to the Q54 and the Q56, so that they could easily just save money and have a one-seat ride to Jamaica. That would get a lot of riders, in my opinion, because it terminates right at the beginning of Hillside Avenue and on Lefferts Boulevard for the Q10. Yeah, the B103, I really don't like what they did with the B103, I gotta say. And I also don't like what they did with the B60, and that is they split the B60 into two routes. Yeah, and I like the S79, even though I never rode it yet, or any Staten Island route in general. But I definitely do look forward to riding a Staten Island route. But I don't know which one it will be yet. But we'll see. Only time will tell. Alright, that does make sense. Yeah, the Q32 is still gonna have its same routing as usual. If they extended the Q32 to replace the whole Q33 route, that's gonna be a very huge problem because the Q32 because as you know the Q32 is one out of three bus routes in Queens, three local bus routes in Queens that go to Manhattan, and the Q32 that is one hell of a long route to operate. Well, the B64 is not really extended to Coney Island. I mean, it pretty much goes there, but yeah. What's your favorite Mario character? And no, don't be sorry for going off topic. I love these kind of questions. Who really misses 6693? I mean, I miss the time when Manhattanville had their old gens. That I definitely miss. Never forget 6693. One of the last ever 6600 Orions to exist. The Mountain Dew's good, but I gotta cut down on the soda, which I've been doing. I now drink soda every once in a while, which is good. Also, how do the sim routes exactly connect to Manhattan? Staten Island and Manhattan are pretty. Well, basically, all the sim routes, they go either via New Jersey or Brooklyn to get to Manhattan. If they go via Jersey, they have to take the Goethals Bridge to get to Jersey, which they pass by Newark Liberty International Airport, or EWR, then get to Lincoln Tunnel to get to Manhattan. But if they were to go via Brooklyn, they would have to take the Hugo Carey Tunnel to get to Brooklyn, then take the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. What's your favorite New Jersey transit route? Well, I have two routes. I have two routes that are my favorite in New Jersey Transit. Those being the 167 and 186. The 167 and 186 are my favorite routes from New Jersey Transit. Mostly because my aunt lives. My aunt and uncle, they live by the 167 and 186. They also live in Manhattan as well. They have two houses, which is pretty cool. We need a New Jersey route. That's why we need a New Jersey transit route. A New Jersey route from Staten Island. Well, we already have the S89, which goes to Bayonne in New Jersey, but if you want like a New Jersey, Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. New Jersey transit routes that go to major transit hubs in Staten Island, like Eltonville Transit Center and St. George's Terminal. That would work. And even best of all, we should have a Staten Island route that goes to Newark Liberty International Airport. That would be a nice route to do, honestly. Q109. Oh my god. There should be stops at EWR Airport for some buses via New Jersey Turnpike, so the Staten Island customers can go to the airport. I mean, there's really no point. I mean, honestly, it sounds stupid for a sim route to make a stop at the airport because now this is just my opinion because the thing is you're literally paying $6.75 just to get to an airport on a bus route that goes to Manhattan. Like favorite bus routes in Queens. Oh, this is a pretty hard question, honestly, because especially for me, this is a really hard question for me, honestly, because I was from Queens. Yeah, the B. What are your thoughts on the Brooklyn bus redesign? So far, for the most part, the Brooklyn bus redesign is good. So far, for the most part, the Brooklyn bus redesign is good. The only thing I don't like is the B103. What they did with the B103. That's pretty much it, really. I take the Q111, Q3, and Q76. The daily and dislike of 3 routes because of their frequencies. Well, the Q1. Let's see. The Q111 is a high frequency route, especially during rush hour because as we know, the Q111 is the main. The Q111 is pretty much the main route of Gower Brewer. The frequency is on that route, honestly. I've ridden the Q3 and it is slow, I gotta say. This is coming from my experience because I've ridden the Q3 before. It is slow on farmers. Like the Q111, like don't get me wrong. Doesn't matter what route from Guy Brewer you ride on, it's fast. Baisley Park the Baisley Park operators don't play games when it comes to Guy Brewer, in my opinion. Because I've ridden the Q114 before with an old gen, and that video will come up soon, one of these days. But yeah, I gotta say, I really love the Guy Brewer routes. And you did mention the Q76. Oh yeah, that I agree on because the frequencies are so bad on the Q76. Every 15 to 20 minutes. That's literally the same frequency on my home routes. The N70, 71, 72, well, just really the N70 and the N71, because they run on weekdays, they all run every 20 minutes, max. Yeah, there is one morning trip for the Q111 that goes to Cedarhurst, and it goes via Peninsula Boulevard. But what I would suggest is, for the Q111, since there is only one AM trip for the Q111 that goes to Cedarhurst, and it goes via Peninsula Boulevard, all Q111 trips that go to Cedarhurst should operate every hour because bus services because not that many people really ride the bus on Peninsula Boulevard, like in that area. So 1 hour frequency is not that bad, honestly. It'll operate there every hour and probably maybe every 45 minutes during peak hours. It all depends. New Jersey NJ routes to Staten Island should use coaches. or the nabis. I mean, if it's suburban, then I mean, I don't think they really need. I don't think suburbans are like necessary. But that's just me. On suburbans, not necessarily needed on routes, New Jersey Transit routes that could go to Staten Island. That's just my opinion. Nabi, yeah, Nabi, same thing. Yeah, I pronounce it in different ways. Either it's Nabi or Nabi. Yeah. No worries, you're good. Ownership of Staten Island should transfer to the state of New York to the state of New Jersey. Well, oh yeah, so you did see the redesign for the Q111, Q113, Q114. Well, I actually thought of a better solution. I thought of a better solution for the Guyer Brewer Boulevard routes. So basically what I would do is I would make the Q114 a full-time local route because the Q114 does local stops in the Rockaways. And what I would do is I would have all the Q114 limited trips replaced by the Q113, and I would have the Q113 become an SBS route. And the Q113 SBS would replace all the Q114 limited trips, and it would provide faster and better bus service on Guyer Brewer Boulevard and in the Rockaway and in Far Rockaway. That idea doesn't sound that bad, even though some parts of most of Guyer Brewer Boulevard can't have bus lanes, but there's some parts of Guy R that could have bus lanes, specifically in the Rochdale Village section that could use a little bit of bus lanes. But yeah, the idea of having the 113, the idea of having the 113 become an SBS route, that's not that bad of an idea in my opinion. Especially the fact that people like to drive fast on Guyer Brewer Boulevard. There are never CNGs with that body style, but yeah. I see. Subway to Nassau County. Nah. Subway to Nassau County, no. But yeah. Yeah. New Jersey Transit on the only second gen 40. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've seen them before. Oh yeah, I have. Of course I have. Yeah, what am I saying? But yeah, I feel much better already. Especially the fact after what happened earlier today with one of my good friends who unfortunately got killed. But yeah, once again, may Kayvon rest in peace and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off for the night, and I hope to come back live again soon for you guys, because I got some stuff to take care of, and I'll start posting transit content again, because I just needed to take the time off because of what happened with my boy and all that stuff. You feel me? Everyone has that moment. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna sign off for the night. You guys have a good night, and happy holidays. Oh my god. Just as I was about to end the live stream, this happens. Wait. Expand it to 260-second, please. Alright, peace everyone. I hope to see... Oh my god. Get out of my live stream. What the hell? Well, there's no point of blocking the troll because I'm ending the live stream anyway, so... Anyways, Frillo, see you guys later.